Okay, so as they say in American America, I should say, good afternoon. And what a contrast it is to wake up half the world away in in Budapest and then step off a plane after 2 months 2 months traveling around Europe to places like Hungary and Croatia and Poland and Italy and Slovenia and all those other places. It really is. It takes some adjusting, and I'd say that it's good to be back, but I'm not. The jury is still out on that as to whether it's good to be back or not. Time will tell, as that saying goes. And there once was a time when I would come back in the United States and I think to get off the plane and kiss the ground. Like you see those people, they get off the plane and they kiss the ground after being away for so long. But having been walking the streets of Budapest for the last couple weeks and to the ever-present aroma of urine mixed with dog crap. Who knew where all these people's feet were, that were getting off the plane in front of me. So for me to step off the plane and kiss the ground, I don't know that it would necessarily have been such a good idea. But nonetheless, first class was business class. I got to get used to that. It wasn't first class, it was business class. I don't know why they changed that, from first class to business class. You would think that first class sounds a little bit more appealing than traveling business class. But anyway, it is what it is. So I find myself in the Windy City, Chicago. I find myself in the Windy City, the Windy, the Windy City. I find myself in the Windy City on a very short layover where I'll be flying into Cleveland. I'll be flying into Cleveland here in probably the next couple hours. And it's, my watch is still set on Budapest time, so it's 10 after 9 in Budapest, 10 after 9 in the evening. I'd probably be walking home I'd be probably walking the Danube if I were in Budapest right now, I'd imagine. But anyway, so I find myself back here in the States, and it always takes some adjustment to get back. It's America is a beautiful place. I still think it's the one of the, if not the greatest countries in the world. But there's something to be said about being in, foreign lands. It's it's an adjustment to say the least. But coming back, but what a trip it was. I just I can't say that enough. What a trip it was, and to have been able to get back here safely, back to the United States safely, without all hell breaking loose in the world, which was one of my concerns. It's a real joy. So who's on the chat now? Simon. Hi Tom, good to see you're home safe and sound. I'm sure you're middle may come back and live with us expat. See you soon, hopefully. I got to tell you, Simon, that's something that certainly is appealing to me. The thought of going back and living there. I'm kind of curious to know what you do for healthcare over there. When you're over in jet lag, no doubt. No jet lag. I got to sleep. I was traveling business class, and my seat, there's a little button on the seat, and it says bed. And you push the little button, and my seat folded down into a bed. There was no bedtime stories. They didn't. The stewardesses didn't tell me a bedtime story or anything. But long trip, almost take care. See ya. But See, first off was Starbucks, no doubt. But anyway, I'd be curious to know what Simon says about the healthcare situation over there. He's just, I think Simon's an expat from Britain, so he's just a short flight from Budapest over to London, but it's a different situation, you know, being over there and needing medical attention and having to fly back to the States. It's one of the things about getting old and traveling is, you know, that's one of the getting older, I should say. One of the things about getting older and traveling, you know, you got to be conscientious about you know, that type of a consideration. I have private health care. Well, that's good. Good for you. Good for you. So anyway, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but I'm back to the good old USA, and I will be I'll be flying over to Cleveland here shortly, and we'll get on with the return home, so to speak. I'm looking forward to seeing my dad tomorrow, so that'll be nice. So, as they say in Budapest, peace lot. Okay, see you later.